If your ML350 or any SUV is knocking whenever you hit a bump or rough road, you already know Nigerian roads will expose every weak point in your suspension. Today, I'll show you the real causes and the cheapest fixes you can do immediately. A knocking suspension isn't just noise. It affects handling, tire wear, braking, and safety. The good news? Most suspension knocks have simple, predictable causes, especially with the type of roads we drive on every day. These are the most common signs your suspension is failing. Knocking or clunking when driving over bumps, steering feels loose or unstable, car pulls to one side, uneven tire, where vibrations in the steering wheel, loud thud noise from front or rear. If you're hearing these sounds, something underneath is worn out. Nigerian roads are tough, and these are the top suspension parts that get damaged first. Worn stabilizer, anti-roll bar. Links bad lower control arm bushings, damaged ball joints, worn tie rod, ends broken or weak, shock absorbers, loose suspension bolts, cracked rubber mounts, strut top mount wear. These parts are always the first victims of rough roads, potholes, and constant vibration. How to diagnose it at home. Here's how to pinpoint exactly where the knocking is coming from. Bounce test. Push the car down on each corner. If it bounces more than once, shock absorbers are weak. Shake tire left to right. If there's play, tie rods or rack ends are worn. Shake tire up and down. Movement here usually points to bad ball joints. Inspect stabilizer links. Check if the joints are loose or the rubber has cracked. Visual check of bushings. Control arm bushings tear easily, especially on hot, rough roads. Listen while driving slowly. Low-speed bumps help you identify which side the knock is louder on. Cheap fixes you can do. Many suspension knocking problems can be fixed affordably. Replace stabilizer links, one of the cheapest parts to replace, and a major cause of knocking. Replace worn bushings. Control arm bushings are cheap and eliminate clunks. Tighten suspension bolts. A simple tightening often removes knocks caused by loose components. Replace top mounts. If the knock comes from the top of the suspension, this is the culprit. Replace shock absorbers. If they're leaking or bouncing excessively, they must go. If any of these apply, get a professional to check it. Loud and consistent knocking combined with poor steering, suspension leaning to one side, major vibration at high speed, visible damage to control arms or joints. These are the typical repair costs in Nigeria. Stabilizer links. Low-cost control arm bushings. Low to medium-cost shock absorbers. Medium-cost ball joints. Medium-cost tie rods. Medium-cost full suspension overhaul. High cost, most knocking issues come from the cheap parts. If your suspension is knocking, follow these steps and you'll identify the exact fault like a pro. Drop your symptoms in the comments and I'll guide you on the repair. Subscribe for more ML350 and DIY car repair videos.